Well, here I am. This has been a long time in the making. I think today is mostly going to be me breaking down what I've had, what I've bought, going over stuff, and organizing. Hi. I've purchased a lot of things over the course of a little bit as I've tried to figure out this whole soldering business. One of the most recent purchases that I've made is this guy right here. It is a denim apron, schmuck, doodly-doo. It's pretty long. So, protection. I also, one of my most recent purchases is a pickle pot. I picked up one of these at a thrift store for $4. And normally they sell for around $30. So I have that ready. I also have some Sparex still in the thingy here. I got this from beeducation.com. Had a lot of stuff from Beeducation. But I have this, and then I have some water because it's in 1 part to 9 parts make 10. Make Sparex for my pickle pot. I also have a few of the things that I've purchased from previously, but let's see. Another thing that in learning recently, you have to have a quenching bowl so you can reduce the temperature to be able to touch your item after. This is a dog bowl. Picked it up on Amazon. Could probably even go to the dollar store and pick one up. Just has to be metal or ceramic so you don't melt your stuff. Many of other things I've picked up in this process since the last time I've been out here is a sheet of copper, because if you didn't know, I have a whole heck of a lot of copper stamps that really has provided me inspiration. So I have like some gear looking ones, butterfly shapes, hearts, stars and horseshoes. Got like a Thunderbird. I also have some, they say 4mm copper bezel cups, copper balls. So this has been in the process for a while. So copper sheet, this one happens to be a 6x6. Obviously this is cheaper. I wanted to start out with something that is not sterling. But on that same note, I did purchase a little 3x3 of sterling. I also got this, which I was so excited about. It's a little ring clamp. You put the ring in there so you can bezel set. It's all a lot of stuff that I've saw on sale that I've picked up and gathered over the times. This is my little sterling silver. This is 24 gauge sterling silver. I was going to use this for like back of a bezel, things along those lines. I also have a bench block here, so I'm going to stick this on my bench. Other things I've purchased: sterling silver bezel caps. I'm not used to the camera being right there. These are the serrated edges. I also have bezel wire in like a scalloped. Hard solder. I got hard solder. I have soft solder. And I have medium solder. I also have some copper solder, but silver solder paste too. So much for recording content. I know, thanks. But it is what it is. I also got these, which these are for my Dremel. So really excited about that. These are more like sanding discs to get in between areas. So I paid up for this, but basically they go on your Dremel, spin really fast, and so they can get into your nooks and crannies. There will be lots more stuff to record live, but I wanted to show this setup. I also ended up getting this and the same thing as well. It's like polishing wheels, same kind of thing. I also have the 12 gauge dead soft wire. I wanted to start off with making some simple rings. This as well. Is also half round wire. Yay! Hi. So this is me kind of starting off. I'm nervous. I have a lot of pieces. I just need to put the pieces together. But I'm out here. I've come a long way, I guess, maybe. I'm in my shed because I want to stay away from the kids. There's a gate behind me, and if you hear loud, it's the fan. That's another purchase. It's really important too. So I've logged a lot of video work as far as safety and everything, just because I have small children. And I wanted to make sure that I was doing things the right way. And so I have a huge fan, which really wasn't as expensive. I got it on Amazon, so it's nice. Plus, we use it on the inside of our house, and man, it's great. Also, in the midst of other things, I have 28 gauge. I have some more fire extinguisher. I do. I have one. We also have one inside of our kitchen. Fun fact: when we bought the house, it came with it. I have this protractor and, compass protractor. The only thing I don't have out here right now in my hands is my face shield, which I will get before I start cooking. But right now, I'm not doing any of that. Another most recent purchase that I got was a burnisher to round the edge on a bezel. Tickle. For those of you who hadn't heard, biffed it hecka hard. So whenever I cough or laugh, my side hurts so bad because I totally went nuts. I also got this here. On Beachucation, they call this the Wrap and Tap pliers. This is another kind of expensive purchase item, but I think that this will end up paying for itself in the long run. It comes with the ability, anyway, it comes with these two, so you're not going to mar your metal. But basically what you're doing is you're wrapping your metal in a round form. So there's some things where I'm like, if this doesn't pan out, at least I can resell some of this stuff. I also got a tickle. This I did purchase off of Amazon. Also, another thing too that I've learned is just compare prices as much as you can. This is a prong pusher, bezel roller, excuse me, and another prong pusher. So these comparatively prices on Amazon and reviews, I went ahead and purchased. So here and there. I did, you might have seen, but I've purchased my first huge purchase, which came with my kiln brick with my actual torch solders, Penny Bright, things along those lines. I bought that from BGcation Starter Kit. And so that ended up being more economically efficient than going out and buying other things elsewhere. So I did get that tip from Cody. So I just want to thank her again for that. But yeah, so I've got, of course, another thing too, is I did some notes on some stuff, mostly like little things that, you know, designs or whatnot. What's really helped light a fire under my butt is that we have the October showcase coming up. It's on Saturday. I by no means think that I'm gonna have anything ready for that, but why not come out here and play is my thought. Air quality's not the best. Yes. I had a whole bunch of, I was actually doing it in other stuff. So I have a lot of pasted stuff in my book, but a lot of things that in process and thinking about. I know I haven't made much either, which is a really good example to be set. But anyways, another thing too, I was just revisiting and rewatching the BGcation Introduction to Solder this morning. Another thing that I got was this cool doodad here that you stick your stamps on. So this is like a little plastic. You could probably get it at the dollar store, but you organize your stamps. A few that I've picked up was this flat edged one to do kind of like a sunburst design. I got a crescent moon recently in a heart shape. So, and then these are just the letters and the numbers, of course. Few stuff that's in there, and I don't know why. Oh my god, I have been looking for this forever. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna stick this in my ear so I don't forget about it. Okay. So yeah, another thing that I also picked up on Amazon, comparative prices as far as BGcation, and I always look at Rio Grande. Excuse me. A lot of dust. Hey, there's a guy wandering behind you. He's the arms and legs of the situation. Is this electric caliper. Not only is this going to help me with measuring out ring bands or making sure I have the correct thing, this is also a really awesome measuring tool for when you're reselling jewelry. When people want to know specific sizes of things, you can just zip, zip, open it up and go nuts. This one, like I mentioned, comparative prices was a lot cheaper on Amazon. And you have to take into consideration that I've purchased a lot of these things during the pandemic. So yeah, I could probably go over to the Hoblob and purchase some of these things, but that would require me leaving my house, and I haven't really wanted to do that. So I don't know how much soldering I'm going to get to today, because mostly this is going to be organizing, but that's why I named this video the Chronicles, is because there's got to be a start somewhere. I wanted to show a little bit of the stones. People are like, you know, what are you getting all these stones for? Well, this is it. I've kind of color coordinated them. And I want to say 99% of these have come from Mr. Jim, which he's been just a really amazing source for getting such things. But I've got a lot of Moonstone cabochons. I wanted to show some of these. That's why I ended up getting these smaller little bezel cups. Of course, ended up having more Moonstone cabochons. Of course, I'm not going to be working with the Moonstone right off the bat. I may be working with more of jasper or more of agate or even glass cabochons to start out, because that's another good point, excuse me, that I've worked with, is you want to work with something that has a harder, it's a harder stone on the Mohs scale. Hi, Pat! So something that you know for sure is going to hold up, something that may be, I know, right? Excuse me. The air quality is still not the greatest. Because I'm so delicate. Anyways, so it's kind of why I went ham a little bit on the stones. It's because I wanted to have variety. I think this is always something that I've kind of been drawn towards. So I also wanted to show too, I got some from Mr. Jem, some Larimar cabochons. I ended up finding this in an unboxing. This is a jade cabochon. I just literally cannot. I've been really fortunate and on here. This is one that Mr. Jem did. It's a little coffin shaped. So now you know. But a lot of really cool, awesome. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know if I have any bumblebee jasper. I have a lot of mookite, which I don't know why I've been so drawn to lately. I think it may just be the yellow. But nevertheless, also red tiger's eye. I've been really, I want to get myself a nice red tiger's eye. I know the lighting's not great. Oh, another thing I picked up on Etsy and I was really excited about. These are little beads, but I figured they can also be used. They're little crescent moons. They're magnesite. They're dyed different colors. Rainbow variation. If anything, you'll always get some color out of me. Oh, and this is another one too. I got this one from Mr. Jem. This is a cinnabar one. So, other things I've got, oh wait, there's more, is files. I got this one from BGcation. These are mini needle files. Another thing that they were talking about today was, or I was rewatching today, was files. You can use emery boards from your nails, things along those lines. I also have a jeweler saw, also picked up on Amazon, and I have the blades, but they're inside, because you know that's the right place for them to be. I also have cutting lube for the saw. This is another 24 gauge sterling silver. When silver was cheaper, before it went up, I purchased 3x3s. Nightmare. I know that life. My husband worked night shift for pretty much our whole marriage. So that was tough. So yeah, I'm gonna see. I think probably a majority of the things I'm gonna be doing are mostly going to be are going to be probably copper the first little bit. I may do something with sterling just to get an idea, but probably you might see something at the showcase, mostly be show and tell. Yeah. This I actually ended up getting from Amazon, the bench pin, because I always compare prices. I don't have $1 million to start this, and you know, it may be an intimidating thing, but soldering, there's a lot of things that you may need right off the bat, and there's a lot of things you don't need. So I tried to do my best to be as frugal as possible. I have wire wrapped unsuccessfully in my life. I am not, another thing I want to get is a really important purchase is a better chair. One with rolly wheels, because she's a fancy girl. Other things that I've had so far is, these are flesh cutters. Hi, Jude. A ruler. Third hand. Solder pick. And a sneeze. It hurts to sneeze. Okay. I can't even tell you right now where I have stored away my my torch. Thank you. Hi, Elizabeth. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's my side just kills me. So this is another thing. Oh, it's a copper solder paste. So most of this is just going to be setup. I'm not going to be on for too long, but I kind of wanted to go over what I had. I do have the saw blades inside my house, on the floor behind you on the right side. I don't know. I may have to stand up, which is great. So this is a really cool thing too. By the door. I think I see it. I gotta get up. By the door? It's like hiding and seek in here. Behind the door is something. I see it. Did you guys get a butt shot? Here's the penny bright. Here's my torch. Yeah, awesome, Sugar Plum. I saw all of your I loved your little fork elephants, and the lady with the hair, tasseled hair. So beautiful. All right. So my hair's pulled back. It's about as pulled back as it'll get. Got my safety garment on. Let's get to organizing. So, obviously you want to take away all the flammable stuff. Hi, Carly. Aw, thank you so much, Miss Southern Belle. My gosh. Oh my goodness, Pat, it's 3 a.m. in Singapore. What did Elijah say? I'll get it. If it would have been a snake, it would have bit me. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Oh, cool. There's just Daddy Longlegs right there. Ah! You scared me.
So you said good job, and I just said, well, guess who put it there?
You did?
Yeah.
Round of applause for that guy.
I'm trying to keep your stuff together.
You're just an all-around great guy.
No.
That's what he wants to hear. See you later, Pat. That's what he wants to hear. This may have melted. It's been hot out. It's been hot in here. My husband kindly put in some vents in the shed. We have windows. We've just yet to install them. Some more, wind and ventilation, which is also important. So, I'm going to go through, and like I mentioned, I'm going to organize my stuff because I want to be organized. There's another thing I got, bezel wire too. This is just flat, straight bezel wire. This is 5 millimeters, so it's a little bit bigger. I do notice that a lot of the stones I get from Mr. Jim are a little bit on the thick side, so I got bigger bezel wire. But even if today, if all I do is literally make a little band, I'll be pleased as punch for that. So, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is crying and then getting organized. Putting the stuff where I need to go. It's really dusty in here. Don't pay attention to that. This is the shed. Just pay attention. Eyes here. I'll move the camera. It's dirty in here. We got a lot going on. So much to do, so little time. There it is. So, I was literally too late, already noticed it. Well, there it is. That's supposed to be up on the roof and it's supposed to be ventilation. Thanks. I try really hard. So, the inspiration that I've gotten, did you take a class, watch a video, read a book on this? I put in hours of YouTube watching time, which is nothing compared to a lot of things that you're supposed to be doing. I was going to sign up for a class, but with all the pandemic, classes got canceled. But the jeweler that I go to is to get a lot of my gold and stuff assessed. He has like direct hookups to that class and to that lady. And when they start, you know, I'll sign up for those classes because she goes over a lot of stuff. YouTube is how I learned to crochet. YouTube's where I learned to wire wrap. YouTube is where I've even learned to help fart my kid when they were a baby and had gas. YouTube's a great place. I've really enjoyed it. And it's been crazy. It's crazy to think that it's literally been a year that I've been on YouTube. It's nuts. So, yeah, it's been cool. So, I'm going to figure out how to, do this and put this somewhere out of the way. So I'm just unsheathing this or unrolling and we'll see how it goes. I may put on the pickle, or I may do the pickle. I know, just Sandy is, makes her own pickle. Still need to undo this. She does vinegar and baking soda, I think. But I didn't want to get too crazy. I'm not saying that that's crazy, because that's pretty clean. I'm going to have to put that somewhere. Okay. Use cactus pickle? Oh, citrus pickle. I read cactus. What's wrong with me? Yeah, I was going to do that too. But I just ended up opting for the spare eggs. We'll see how it goes. It's a bit dusty. But my husband, he filled it up for me. I may need to refill it. Okay. I was just chipping it. Here we go. Let's see. Thank you, Cody. It was up in the air. Have to fill it up anyway. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. So hi, Mr. Jim. Hope everything is well with you. I'm still having my breakfast, non-sponsored, but it's delicious. I really like it a lot. This is like the best protein shake that I've tried. I've seen at Costco the other day, they even have a latte flavored. I've yet to try that one. It was nice when Costco had the samples because you could try them. I got to try the caramel one. It was okay, but I really like the vanilla. So, I think I may end up making something, maybe a pendant to start, since it's less. It's one of the things they recommended. But I really have to have inspiration. So, I don't know. I was talking about thick at the bottom. I was thinking about a lot of inspiration that I've noticed, and a lot of things that, you know, some people have like series or whatever that they do, or project types, is they take one thing and they, you know, like a focal point. There's the word I'm looking for. A lot of mine tend to be either eyeballs or motherhood, which are total opposite sides of the spectrum. But whenever I see the eagle, I always think about a nest and an egg. So maybe what I'm going to try to do today is solder something onto the eagle. I have to clean it first, obviously. I need to get the acetone to clean off all of these, because one of the things that's really important is to make sure you have clean metal before you solder. Yes. Well, there you go. Are you going to use a soldering pan, charcoal block? I have a kiln brick right here. It's what came with the beginner kit at Beachication. And let me tell you, it was a really affordable thing. I think it was less than $110 shipped when you purchase a big lot. Really, Sue? I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm gonna solder today, to be honest with you. I've got a sheet inside. Start with a simple shake like circular ovals. Yes, exactly. I kind of wanted to just do an intro and setup, because like I mentioned, I still have a lot of things that I need to bring out here to be safe. Safety first and everything. So I have a lot of stuff on the inside, but I was just so excited to have everything and take everything out, because this has been a long time coming. All this stuff has been sitting in a box, that I kind of wanted to just go over everything. I'm nowhere near where just Sandy is, where she has her set up and everything's just right there, and she's like, all right, what kind of, you know, stone? I was watching her the other day and I was so like, oh my gosh, that level of coolness. And whenever I go to the jeweler, I always like try to, there's a guy who's always on the bench, and it's really cool. So I think for today, hi Ruby, this is probably all that I'm going to end up doing, because like I mentioned, there's a lot more safety things that need to go into this, since I am on a wood workbench. That's the last thing I want to do. So yeah, there's a lot of things I need to do. A lot of prep work before you can even, and really, if you watch a lot of the videos, 99% of what you're doing when it comes to soldering, even making jewelry, is all of your prep work. There's really not a lot to do with the flame. It may seem intimidating, but me talking like I've done it before. But yes, yeah. I've got a lot of it on the inside there, but I was just really excited to have all of my little bits and pieces. But anyways, so this is what I have. This is what I'm cooking with. A lot of what you may see at the October showcase may be obviously natural stones, but a lot of it may be copper. I don't have a lot as far as sterling goes, but it'll be handmade by me, and it'll be fun. I'm really excited for this new adventure, and I'll probably do another Chronicles, Soldering Chronicles soon when I have everything together and I can show you guys. Yes, I have one of those out here as well in the mess. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, hanging out with me. This is the first of many. I will be coming on either tonight or tomorrow night. I've got two 28-pound boxes from shopgoodwill.com that I'm going to be unboxing. So stay tuned for that. Really excited about that. One is 28 pounds of just natural stones. So really, really, really excited to unbox that one and literally put my mouth on it after I clean it. So I hope everyone has an awesome Tuesday. Don't forget to check out the auctions that are coming up, especially Miss Cookie Cache. She's going to be on tonight. I adore her auction. Excuse me. And I have a really awesome time. So anyways, I will be coming on. Hopefully I'll have all my stuff put together the next time. But thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, guys. I'll see you on the next one.